Existential Kink if you're like super depressed. Actually, in some cases I have found it can be done, but better just to grieve, right? You don't want to suppress your feelings, and you definitely don't want to do this process to try to get rid of any feelings. In fact, she said, you know, if you are, and this is about non-attachment, which I emphasize all the time, but if you're like practicing getting off on it in order to get rid of it, then it's really not getting off on it. In fact, she says, that's kind of more like a fake orgasm, which is really not that much fun, right? I don't know. Anyone have it? But hey, understand, ladies, sometimes it's probably very necessary. So, okay, here comes the magical story that happened for me. So yesterday, there's two parts of the story. Yesterday I had a client, and she has been having chronic back pain for a long time. It kind of comes and goes. And I was talking about this, and we've talked before about loving it and non-resistance. By the way, some of you who have been to our ceremonies or been coached by me know that my favorite phrase is that anything that we resist not only persists, but magnifies, gets stronger. In physics, this is the axiom. Force equates force. You push something hard, it's going to push back just as hard or harder. The other part of that statement is whatever we embrace becomes our ally, our teacher, and our healer, and our friend, right? So, so we were talking about that, and because I was going to be doing this talk, and I've been immersing myself in the material, I said, and if you want to really take that a step further, practice getting off on the pain, right? As I was saying this to her, I noticed her start to tense up, and her face was twitching a little bit, and I said, how is this landing? Because it looks like it's creating some discomfort. And she said, my back is tensing up like crazy as you talk about that. So I led her through a little process that a good friend of mine, Steve Rambo, taught me, and that's this. And anyone that has physical pain, you could do this with me now, is first just ask on a scale of 1 to 10, how much is the pain? And then describe it to me. Imagine, if you want to do this, imagine you're describing it to me. And in great detail, tell me all about this pain. What's it like inside? Is there a color? Is there a sound to it? Would it have a word? What would it say? So we spent a little bit of time talking about that. And then when she came out of it, I said, while you were describing it to me, what level of pain was it? And it was a 7 at the beginning. And what level of pain was it while you were talking about it? It was a 4. Right? And, well, first she said it was about the same. I said, oh, no, not now. I mean, while you were talking about it. She said, oh, yeah, then it was like about a 4. And why? Because in describing it, she was no longer resisting it. She had to embrace it. She had to go into it in order to describe it. She was curious about it, right? So a healing started. So while we've talked about this many times before, she was so ready to get this at a deeper level. And then we did a little process where I said, what will you be 5 years from now when you master this, embracing and maybe even getting off on pain, which is, again, pretty radical, right? We're going to do a little meditation in a moment, not the world healing meditation, but just at the end of my talk to kind of ground this for everyone. So let's see if there's anything I want to say that I haven't said yet. So one more point Caroline makes is that, you know, a lot of what keeps us from exploring the unconscious is the shame that we have about what happens to be in there. And she says, we got to heal that shame. We can even get off on the shame to heal it. Because shame and guilt sends things deeper into the unconscious, right? So if there's one thing that you get out of this, or one thing that you let go of for the rest of your life, is shame and guilt, because it never does any good, right? Okay, so, oh, I didn't tell you the rest of the story. Okay, that was part 1. So part 2, I've been having some stomach issues kind of off and on for several months, since about September. And I did a cleanse the last couple of weeks, and it was feeling a lot better. And I was feeling so good. And I take a small amount of blood pressure medication to keep it in a good range. And during the cleanse, I had to stop taking it because my blood pressure went down because I was eating really healthy, right? And so where it might even, with blood pressure medication, might be around 130, 135, sometimes approaching 140 over something, sometimes in the 120s. During the fast, it was like almost every day 120 over 70, right? So I stopped taking the blood pressure medication. And then when I broke the cleanse and I started eating normal again, blood pressure went up again, not too high, but, and so I took my little half a blood pressure pill, and that night I started having the stomach problems again. And I woke up in the morning thinking about, I need a story for tonight. And it hit me, that might be a key. There may be something else going on, I don't know. But my stomach feels great today, and I'm back to eating normal. So it's a miracle that it could happen that fast. Now, I would have come to this through all of my other spiritual practice, all of the masculine ways of creating my healing that I do all the time. I know I would have gotten to resolution, but it happened instantly when I had that realization, right? So, I'm so happy that I have that story to share. All right, so I'm going to tell one more story, and then we're going to do a quick meditation. So this story, or joke if you want to call it that, I'm going to give you an option. Since this is Existential Kink, we can do the really clean joke. We can do the kind of racy joke, or we can do the downright dirty joke. What would you prefer?
Downright dirty.
You spiritual unity movement sluts. Okay. We're gonna do the middle way because I believe in the middle way. Excuse me. Okay. So so this guy has decided, he's absolutely certain that his wife is having an affair. So he decides, I'm going to go home at lunchtime and I'm going to catch her in the act. People are laughing already. So, and he lives on the 16th floor of this high-rise condo complex. He goes home, he gets on the elevator, goes up the 16th floor, gets out on his floor, goes to the door, puts his key in the lock, and he hears this rustling inside, right? So he opens the door and he runs in, finds his wife lying in bed naked, but there's no one else around. So he starts looking around. He's looking in the closet, under the bed, he's looking everywhere in the whole place. And so finally he's a little exhausted. He goes out on the balcony for some air, and he sees these fingers hanging off of the ledge, right? And he looks down, there's a guy hanging from it, and he just, enraged, just starts stepping on his fingers. And the guy falls 15 stories, lands in a bush. He's just praising the Lord that he's been saved. And now the husband is so enraged. He's got superhuman powers. He runs into the kitchen. He drags the refrigerator out. He hoists it up over the balcony and drops it over. It flies down, lands on the guy and crushes him. And then the husband has a heart attack from all of this stress, right? So, next scene. The pearly gates. St. Peter standing in front of the pearly gates. There's a long line of people that come in. And the first guy comes up and St. Peter says, okay, we're really full up in heaven today, so we're only letting people in who died really horrible deaths. How did you die? So the husband tells him the whole story, think my wife's cheating on me, and the balcony and the refrigerator. And St. Peter said, oh my God, that's a horrible, horrible death. Absolutely, come on in, you're welcome. Next guy walks up, and St. Peter says the same thing, we're really full up, only letting in people who died horrible deaths. How did you die? And the next guy says, well, I live on the 15th floor of this high-rise. I'm out there doing my pull-ups on the balcony like I do it every single day, and this crazy man comes out, steps on my fingers, and I fall down, and I'm praising the Lord that I'm safe, and then a refrigerator falls out of the sky and crushes me dead. And St. Peter says, oh, horrible, horrible death. Please come in. Welcome, welcome. Next guy in line comes up, and St. Peter gives him the same story. Oh, you got to have a horrible death. And the guy says, well, picture this. I'm sitting there, minding my own business, naked in a refrigerator. So the moral of the story is sometimes the answer, the solution, is somewhere we least expect it. Deep down in the unconscious, right? Okay, so we're going to do a quick meditation. So close your eyes. And this meditation is from The Magic of the Soul, but I'm going to spice it up a little bit with Existential Kink. So think about a situation in your life that is causing discomfort for you, if there is one. If there isn't one, you can think about a past one or even make one up. And just kind of get into the energy of that situation. And just ask yourself what it would be like if I give up resistance to this situation. If I embrace it. If I bring love to it. It doesn't mean I won't still take some action to have it change or become better, but I'll accept it as it is right now. And to push it even a little farther, imagine now actually getting off on it, finding the most enjoyment out of it that you possibly can. That's a radical concept, but just play with it. See how that feels. And if getting off on it is too far, then just bring it back to giving it love and accepting it unconditionally. Starting from that place to move forward to create resolution. Now think about something about yourself that you don't like. And what would it be like if you accepted this part of yourself completely, unconditionally? If you loved it unconditionally. Doesn't mean you wouldn't still want to take action to improve yourself, but you would start from a place of total acceptance and love. And if you want to push the envelope again, actually getting off on that in a sensuous, seductive way. Loving yourself like you would love the most ideal lover you can imagine, and be loved by the most ideal lover you could imagine. Again, if that's a little too much, just come back to just loving it unconditionally. Now, if we had time, I'd have you share this with a partner, but we don't. So I want you to imagine you're just speaking to someone, a close friend, if you will, and just tell them what you just experienced with us. Very good. You all did great. I can feel the love in the room. So I'm going to close with this poem. You can keep your eyes closed if you want. From Rumi. This being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival. A joy, a depression, a meanness, some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they're a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. They might be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them all at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. You can open your eyes whenever you're ready. So I think I've shared this before, and I want to close with this, that it occurred to me a while back that, and I was talking to a client and about self-love, and this phrasing came to me, is that when I love myself unconditionally, what I realize is that I am not myself. I am in fact the self. I am in fact pure love. So are you, my friends. Thank you. And now I get to introduce my friend Crystal. So Crystal Sloan is a local musician who has been influenced by rock, reggae, jazz, and singer-songwriter styles. She believes the power of music is a universal thread that connects us all, whether familiar or new to the ear. Music is soul food and intended to unite us in universal feeling. She's been singing for 10 years and performing in her own duo solo project, Crystal on the Rocks, since December 2023. And I know her a little bit personally. She used to come to the Center for Spiritual Living, and we started a group called Next Gen, which is part of CSL's Next Generation movement. And she was in that group, and this woman has a consciousness like amazing. And I also knew her father, Randy. We used to jam together when he was at the band, and really, really cool guy. So, and one other thing. So when I was doing my Wednesday Night Alives, I invited Crystal to come and sing, and I didn't realize she said it was the first time she had played in front of a group of people like that. And that was how long ago? Probably 10 years ago. Well, yeah. Maybe not that long. 6? Yeah. So welcome Crystal Sloan to the stage. And by the way, this first song that she's going to do, I want you to imagine that you are singing it to yourself, just to continue the meditation. And you might want to snap your fingers with this one, by the way.
Never know how much I love you. Never know how much I care. When you put your arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to bear. You give me fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight, fever in the morning, a fever all through the night. Sun lights up the daytime, moon lights up the night. I light up when you call my name, and you know I'm gonna treat you right. You give me fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight, fever in the morning, a fever all through the night. Everybody's got the fever. This is something you all know. Fever isn't such a new thing. Fever started long ago. Romeo loved Juliet. Juliet, she felt the same. When he put his arms around her, he said, Julie, baby, you're my flame. Now give it fever. With his kisses, fever with your flaming youth. Fever, I'm a fire, yeah. Fever, well, I burn forsooth. Captain Smith and Pocahontas out of every mad affair. When her daddy tried to kill him, she said, "Daddy, oh, don't you dare, he gives me fever." With his kisses, fever when he holds me tight. Fever, lime as misties. Daddy, won't you treat him right? Now you've listened to my story. Here's the point that I have made. Well, chicks were born to give you fever. Be it Fahrenheit or centigrade, they give you fever. With the kisses, fever if you live and learn. Fever till you sizzle. What a lovely way to burn. 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 Thank you. Well, give me one reason to stay here, then I'll turn right back around. Well, give me one reason to stay here, oh, and I'll turn right back around. Said I don't wanna leave you lonely. You've gotta make me change my mind. Oh, baby, I've got your number. Oh, and I know that you got mine. You know that I called you. Oh, I called you many times. You can call me, baby. You can call me anytime. You got to call me. Give me one reason to stay here, then I'll turn right back around. Oh, give me one reason to stay here, oh, and I'll turn right back around. Said I don't wanna leave you lonely. You gotta make me change my mind. I don't want no one to squeeze me. They might take away my life. I don't want no one to squeeze me. They might take away my life. I just want someone to hold me, oh, and rock me through the night. Hey! This youthful heart can love you, yes, and give you what you need. Hey, I said this youthful heart can love you, yes, and give you what you need. But I'm too old to go chasing you around, wasting my precious energy. Well, give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Well, give me one reason to stay Baby, just give me one reason. Oh, give me just one reason why I should stay. I said I told you that I loved you, and there ain't no more to say. Thank you.
Going for Crystal. All right, it's time for the World Healing Meditation. By the way, Crystal, I understand, is going to be doing the talk and the music in September, right, Florence? Cool. Right on. What's that? It's on the calendar. Yeah, we got our calendars. Grab a calendar for all the dates for the rest of the year. All right, so I think I want to, I'd like to have a chair for the meditation. I'm going to grab one right here. Yeah. Oops, sorry. My bad. All right, let's everyone take a nice deep healing breath. Let out a big heartful sigh. Let's just take a moment to just bask in the energy here tonight. It's feeling so good. All this love, energy, all this passion for ourselves and each other. Just let it percolate a little bit. Let's feel our hearts opening wider, perhaps than they've ever been before. For ourselves, for our community, for our friends and family. Let's imagine that all the qualities of spirit that are present here and right now, unconditional love, pure light, joy, freedom, all these qualities are radiating out now beyond the walls of this building, spanning out across the city, touching hearts everywhere this expansion grows, expanding to encompass the state, this fine, fine country of ours that needs love so much right now. Spanning the oceans, the continents, until there's a blanket of loving energy surrounding the planet. Now we'll just go into silence for about 10 minutes and just hold this intentionality that we are channels for the light and love of spirit into this world right now. If you notice thoughts coming into play or feelings that we might normally label as distractions, my practice is to invite them into the meditation. I assume that any thought, any feeling, any sensation that comes forward in meditation is coming forward because it wants to meditate too. Invite it in to meditate with you and come back so that all of you now, everything within you, is a channel for light and love for the planet. just said that during the time of the full moon, it's like a portal opens up to the spiritual realms. Let's open our hearts, our minds, our chakras, all of our chakras even more. Become as receptive as possible to be the most powerful conduit of love and light and joy. Slowly and very gradually, begin to bring your awareness back just enough that you can formulate a plan for how you want to express what you've received here this evening in the coming days, weeks, months, years, through your thought, excuse me. Through your thoughts, your feelings, your words and actions. reflecting back to that practice of loving yourself in everything. Imagine sometime in the future, 3, 5 years from now, when you have practiced it so well that you have become a master at loving everything that comes up within you, within other people, within the world, maybe even getting off on it. How will your life be? And when you're ready, bring your awareness all the way back to the room. When it's right for you, take a nice deep breath and open your eyes. Oh.
Well, let's give Reverend Patrick a big hand. Also, Crystal Sloan. Like Patrick mentioned, in the back we have brand new calendars, so be sure to pick one up and you'll get all our dates that we have coming up this year. And we also have a flyer too. And I'm going to talk about that here in just a minute. If you would like to join me in our closing invocation. It is also in the inside of your programs too. And here we go. Father, Mother, God and Goddess, thank you for the blessings we have received. Be with us now as we leave this sacred circle
and go forth into our daily lives,
taking the energy generated here tonight out into our homes, our work, the people we love, and all we touch. May we be your open channels into this world each day. And this month we're starting something new, folks. So we got, basically, if you bring a friend, we're going to give you a gift. And I think we have some here tonight, don't we?
We do. Yes.
We do. So if you brought a friend with you, see Corina, and she's going to give you a special gift.
So it's bringing a friend that has never been here before. How many people is it? It's your first time?
All right.
All right. Did you bring her? All right. Then you each get a gift. The person who you bring gets a gift, and the person who brings gets a gift. So you both get a gift too.
Okay.
I bought a bunch of friends, but I don't get one.
You didn't get anything. I'd like to mention that we are a all-volunteer group. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization. All your donations are tax deductible. And I did put a link in the chat there for all our Zoom people, just so you have that link if you go ahead and click on that as well. And we have a healing list, and our dear Florence in the back is holding up our healing box. And we have prayer requests in the back that you can fill out that she will put in that prayer box for you, and they are prayed on weekly, monthly. So just if you have any prayer requests that you need, please put them in there as well. Also, we're going to settle you guys down a little bit just real quick. Also, we have feedback cards in the back. So if there's anything that you guys would like to see here, or if anything that you think that needs to be improved, please put it on that feedback card. Except for anything that I did tonight, forget about any of that. Okay? Thanks, I appreciate that. All right. Now I'd like to bring my dear wife, Dina, up, and she's going to close us out in our closing ritual.
Crystals.
Before, keep bringing more friends. And before we do our closing ritual, We have Luz in the back here. Come on up, Luz, real quick. Luz. And she's going to be doing our cacao ceremony next. And sound bath. So it's going to be amazing. Here, let's have her tell you a little bit about what's happening here.
Hi, everyone. Wasn't ready to come up, but
Yeah,
thank you. So I have been invited to share what I love doing, which is communing with cacao. Cacao is a very loving medicine that opens the heart. So if you have not tried cacao, I invite you to come and experience it. It's a very heart-opening medicine, and it's being used for indigenous people for thousands and thousands of years. So let me just quickly introduce myself. My name is Luz, and I've been communing with cacao for about 6 years now. And the way I came into it, it was through my own healing journey. I will share more about that next month. But yeah, I'm very happy to be here with all of you, and thank you for inviting me, and I can't wait to share this with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Luz. Be sure to come next month and see her. And now let's bring Dina up.
And you can feel the love flowing and emanating from that one. So I advise, I'm going to say it again, I advise you to come and join us next month. Okay, so we're at the closing ritual. Let's all just take a moment and savor the energy that we've generated here tonight together. Actually, feel into it. Breathe into it. Breathe it out. Remember that as you let your own light shine, you simultaneously give others permission to do the same. Not that they need it, but we act like it. So shine. We're light. Be bright. Clearly knowing yourself as an instrument of light, a being of spirit, you add one more grain to the sand, one more grain of sand to the scales that hold the balance for our global future. And please know that at this time and this point in life, we are that grain. It's tipping. Where is it going? We get to choose. We get to decide. Be light. I would like to invite the candlelighters to come forward, form a circle around the table. And if anyone else would like healing, come on down. And now we can all come and join. And now as a group, let's take a nice big breath in. Let it go. And embody the spiritual power that has been generated and received from the forces of light that guide this service. Let us focus that energy into the group center, allowing it to rise up and pour this blessing out into our world, extending its positive healing effect throughout the awareness of humankind and the consciousness of our planet. We together will sound an extended free-form Om. As this sacred tone pours through you, feel yourself participating, drawing this healing love energy deeply into yourself and then sending it out into your life and into our world. As we sound the Om, let us consciously extend our blessing to our planetary life, Mother Earth, include the animals, the trees, the air, and the water, as well as to all those who are in need of healing today. For those we would like to include in this healing circle, we speak their names together silently or audibly at this time. And so now, with power, love, and intelligence, let us send this blessing out, this healing light energy Let it transform the consciousness of humankind. And before we leave, we have placed an altar, created one for you. When you come again, bring something for the altar that you would like to have blessed during this ceremony. May love be with you. And so it is.